Okay, trying it again. Trying it again. Trying it again. Hello. We're about to go live with John Legend. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section and I will try and check him out as we are having our conversation. Just trying to get him back on the line. I don't know what happened on the first one. Okay, there he is. View. Go live with John Legend.
All right.
There you are.
We made it.
Yay. Man, we like we could be related a little bit.
I know, we cousins. We probably are, though.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad we finally connected here.
Yeah, man, you are always smiling, brother. That's one thing about you.
Yeah, I'm grateful, and I feel like life is good despite everything, and so I'm smiling.
Yeah, man. I looked through your timeline and your photos, and definitely have a whole lot to be happy about. That beautiful family, of course. The new
Thank you.
single, the tour coming up.
Yeah, we are grateful for the life we have built together as a family, and I'm grateful that I get to do what I love to do every day, which is make music. And the world is in a crazy time right now. We're trying to be as helpful and as supportive as we can be, but we also have to be appreciative of the things that we do have in life. And as we hold our family even closer than normal, I think it's important that we celebrate that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a mother as well. I have 4 children,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, I can't think of any other situation or circumstance that I would be able to spend this much time with my kids and be
Exactly.
so present.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing with ours. And I think they're at the age where they don't know what's going on in the outside world anyway. And so they're just happy they get to spend more time with us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, would there be any other circumstance where you would be able to spend this much time at home with your kids, with your
Well,
schedule and
we
everything?
like sometimes we'll take like August off or something like that and
Hmm.
go away between tours or between other work we're doing and get to just be with the kids and with my wife. But there's nothing else that has been this long of a period where I haven't flown anywhere, I haven't gone anywhere for work, and we've really all been together. And the kids are eating it up. They love it. We're just trying to keep finding ways to entertain them.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just, I feel for y'all when things do go back to pseudo normal. And you're still getting so used to this, man.
They're getting used to it and they like it. I don't know if they're gonna want to go back to school.
I love it. Man, really, really love the new single, Bigger Love, and what it stands for and the
Thank
contribution
you.
in terms of COVID-19 relief and things of that nature. You've always been a giver. And I remember you being so kind the last time that you were here in Atlanta. You came with one of your artists. I was interviewing you, and I just remember you saying, no, her single, her voice.
Yes, yes.
You've just always been so kind.
Well, I think we're in such a unique position where we've been so fortunate with everything we've been able to do in our careers. And whenever you get the chance to extend a helping hand to somebody else who doesn't have the resources you have or the fame that you have or the success that you've had, then it's a good thing to do. And I think being on The Voice inspires me even more because I get to be around a bunch of new artists who are trying to be heard, trying to be discovered, trying to get their music out there. And it gives me a chance to pay it forward for all the people that mentored me over the years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just amazing to see your rise because I just remember listening to like Kanye mixtapes when I was in college,
Yes,
and you were doing the chorus and the hooks and stuff like that, and just to
yes.
see you rise over the years. I can imagine working with those artists over. I mean, on The Voice, just kind of you see yourself back then where you are right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it takes me back. And I grew up in church, so I was a choir director when I was young. When I was in college, I directed a cappella groups. So I was always working with other vocalists, and now The Voice gives me a chance to do that on national TV with artists that are really promising and have a lot to offer.
Yeah, that is super dope. We are excited to get out again and see live
Yes.
shows, and of course, you're going to be here in Atlanta on August 16th. One of my favorite tracks and collaborations with you, of course, Green Light, Andre 3000. Any chance that you two could be getting back in the studio, especially with you being down in August? Have y'all thought about collaborating again?
I haven't thought about it recently, but that is still one of my favorite collabs I've ever done because Andre just adds so much flavor to anything that he does. And he's such a great lyricist and just a great performer. He had a lot to do with the video concept that we did back then. That was, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's such a talented artist. And we should do something again. I'm live, baby.
With your wife right there, we know she be throwing down in the kitchen. How
Yes.
is it for you in terms of quarantine weight gain? People are talking about the COVID-19 as in 19 pounds because there's just nothing to eat and cook.
Well, I put on a bunch of pounds at the beginning because we didn't know how long it was going to last. I was just eating and drinking, whatever. But then I calmed down the last couple of weeks and I'm back to normal pretty much. My hair is not, so I probably look thicker just because my hair is so thick. But
like it's the hair, I'm not getting bigger.
Yeah, but I'm really back to normal basically. But that first couple of weeks I was going in.
yeah, it was hard for a whole lot of us. It was hard.
Yes.
It was hard.
Well, once I got used to the fact that we were going to be home more, I was like, I can't eat like this all the time, and so I got back to normal.
Yeah, and you also have a virtual wine tasting coming up as well.
Yes, we definitely been drinking more wine. I don't know about you. But we're doing one with wine.com and with my partner in my wine company, a guy named Jean-Charles Boisset. So I have a brand called LVE, and you can find us at lvewines.com or follow us on Instagram at LVE_wines. And I've been doing that in partnership with Raymond Vineyards up in Napa Valley for the past 5 or 6 years. And we're so pleased with all the stuff that we've done together. And we're going to do a little wine tasting, virtual wine tasting. So if you want to be part of it, order the wines now. We'll hopefully get them to you in time, and then you can come hang out with us on May 6th.
Yeah, that is a really dope concept, and I'm sure it's going to be like relief for a lot of people looking for things to do.
Yeah, people have been doing the Zoom happy hours, and people, all of our friends that have been having birthdays, everybody's just zooming in on each other and saying hi and celebrating each other. Our daughter had her birthday during this time. Our son's going to have his birthday during this time. So everybody's just trying to make the best of it.
Yeah. I really love that you have your hands in so many things. I mean, you're doing so many things outside of music. I mean, you just talked about the wine. And, we hear a lot of stories about artists and them getting into these deals, bad deals. And we see so much artists going out and venturing and doing other things. And with the quarantine and the shutdown, many artists who depend on live shows and,
yes.
physical interaction, they're probably struggling right now. Can you really talk about the importance of having other businesses, other streams of income, and really building your brand outside of music?
Well, if you're in a position where you're able to do it, I think it's a good thing, because if you diversify, then that means you're not relying on one single thing to keep you going. But, that's a luxury also. If you're in a place where you've established your name to the point where you have more influence and more access to money, more access to resources, then you're able to do some of those other things. But it's not always so easy when you're a new artist starting out. Mm-hmm. And so many artists and musicians and crew members and, just so many people that work around the artists rely on live shows for their income. And so a lot of those folks are struggling. A lot of them are filing for unemployment just like everybody else is. And it's a little harder because if you work in different states, for instance, if you go on tour all the time, then you're not really always working in the same state. It makes it even harder to claim your unemployment benefits. We've been seeing that with some of the artists we talked to. So, it's something, just be mindful that most musicians aren't rich. Most musicians live paycheck to paycheck, just like everybody else. And so hopefully the relief that the government is providing to other professions will get to musicians as well. But hopefully we'll be able to continue the tour in August. But if not, and if we don't think it's safe yet, then we'll postpone it and we'll do it as soon as we can. But the venues will still be there, the music will still be there. We just want to make sure everybody's safe and can get there safely and come out of the show not feeling like they might have gotten sick there. So we're going to be careful with everybody. We're not going to put you in a bad situation. So if we think it's not safe for you to come to the show, we won't do the show. We'll wait and we'll do it later.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you putting everyone's safety first. And, folks, your fans are willing to wait if they have to.
Yeah, like I said, the music's not going anywhere. We can always come back and do the show. We just want to make sure everybody's alive and well so we can do the show safely.
Yeah. One other thing that I love about you, John, is that you've always been on the forefront in terms of empowerment, especially when it comes to voting. We have like a huge election coming up. Your endorsement has meant a lot to a lot of candidates. You getting behind a candidate is a really big deal because people value your influence. How do you feel about that?
Well, I pay a lot of attention to what's going on. I really listen to what politicians say. I pay attention to these issues. And there's certain things that I prioritize when I think about the kinds of candidates who I want to represent me. And it's not just when it comes to the president. It's also when it comes to district attorneys, attorneys general, governors, mayors. All these people have influence on how we live. And you're seeing it in Georgia. When you elect a certain person governor, their leadership is going to impact how the state reacts to a crisis like this. And so we have to pay attention to all those people when we vote. And so when I endorse somebody, it's because I've paid attention to what they've said. I think they have their head in the right place and they have their values in the right place for what they do for their people that vote for them. And that they can actually pull it off and be a good leader. And so those are the kinds of people I try to support, and people can listen to me or they cannot, but I'll let them know, what I think when I've been paying attention and studying the issue.
Yeah. When it comes to voting, I think a lot of people right now, they feel a little helpless. They feel like their voice doesn't matter because it's overwhelming now. A lot of folks were talking about Diddy. He was online the other day. And he was talking about, holding the black vote hostage and, Democrats benefiting from the black vote. Can you just talk a little bit about, the individual power that we have when we vote?
Well, I want to broaden it, though, because I believe voting is important, but I think there's so much that goes into being a citizen more than just voting. We have to hold our politicians accountable all year round. A lot of times we think about the act of voting as the thing that we care about most, which it is important, and it's important that all of us have the right to vote. And it's also terrible that the Voting Rights Amendment was eroded by the Supreme Court decision a few years ago. So all these things matter. Voting matters, but also calling your congressperson matters. Paying attention to local elections matters. All these other things also matter because we have to show them that we're paying attention and we're holding them accountable all year round so that they realize that they can't take us for granted. Voting is a part of that, but it's only one part of it.
Yeah. Are you close to having your mind made up about who you're going to support in the upcoming election?
Well, I wanted Elizabeth Warren to be the nominee from the Democratic Party, and you've seen other artists that came out for Bernie and other candidates that we thought would be more progressive and better candidates than Joe Biden. But Joe Biden's going to win the nomination, and that's a simple fact. He's going to win. And he's going to be the Democratic representative against Trump. And I'm going to vote for Joe Biden against Trump all day, every day, because Trump is singularly awful and terrible for the country. And I know that Joe Biden will be much better for the country than Trump will be. But Biden has a responsibility to run a campaign that motivates people to come out there and vote for him, and convinces people who are on the fence and people who may have supported other people in the primary. He has the responsibility to go out there and prove to them that he's worthy of their vote and worthy of their enthusiasm, worthy of them telling their friends to go out and vote. And part of that will be how he talks about what he wants to do in office. Part of it will be who he brings on as his VP or his cabinet and all those other folks that are going to be working with him. Let people know that, he's going to do right by the people.
Yeah.
This one's mine. It has my name on it. It says John's computer charger on it. Hold on.
Hey,
My wife needs she loves a kimono.
Thank you.
Chrissy needs a computer charger. A roll a day. Here you go.
I'm built for this.
This is great. It's so much better than being in the studio. I'm like all up in your house right now. This is
Welcome.
Welcome.
This is the messiest room we have in here, and you're in it.
This is my voice studio, so we're gonna be doing the voice live from here.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna be doing the voice live from here. So this is my voice. This will be my chair. This is my room I'm gonna be filming from.
I love it. I love it. You know, we've had to go like virtual and had to make all these accommodations with the quarantine. Are there any like specific things that you've been doing that you plan to keep, once things start to gradually turn to normal?
Well, it's going to be hard for the label to convince us to go around and do a radio tour flying around the country when we know we can do it like this.
Nice. I like it too. It's like way more intimate. I feel like we're on FaceTime. I'm trying to figure out all
exactly.
people are watching.
So that, and then I think a lot of people are realizing how much they can do from home. But I think you do miss some of that face-to-face interaction, like when you can hug somebody and shake their hand and all that stuff. You definitely miss some of that. But we are realizing how much we can accomplish just doing it from home. And we've done performances from home. I don't know if you saw us, what we did for BET or what we did for the Global Citizen concert. We've been integrating.
And everything in the house.
Yes, we've been filming ourselves, and the dancers been filming themselves. And we've been trying to give people really entertaining performances, even though, we're limited with our technology, what we can do at home.
Yeah, it's been entertaining and it's been very inspiring. It's been uplifting for so many people that have been watching and listening, and we really, really appreciate you. We've been banging conversations in the dark a whole lot here in Magic. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Because I feel like it was reaching its height right before all of this, started happening. One of the lines in the song that stood out to me is you said, "Love is all you owe me," and I'm really understanding now just how important the little things, the love, the relationships, the intimate connections are. What inspires you in terms of coming up with these lines? Like, is it your own experience? Are you watching other people? Are you trying to determine the need, inspire specific emotion?
Well, usually my process is we start with the music first most of the time. And so the music kind of leads me into certain lyrics and certain ideas and moods. And then I try to think about what that mood means to me and what that maybe that one line that I've come up with means to me, and how I build a whole story around it. And a lot of times the story is based on what I've experienced myself, but also I try to just be honest about the way I think about life and the way I think about relationships and emotions. Even if I haven't personally experienced that exact situation, I feel like I can talk about it in a way that relates to how I think about it and how a lot of other people might think about it too.
Yeah. What would you say is a song that you're most proud of that you've recorded?
Oh, there's so many that I'm so proud of. I'm so proud of what we've done on this new album. I think you're asking me now, right when I'm about to put a new album out.
Yeah.
And when I'm about to put a new album out, I always think that album is the best album I've ever done. Yeah, because I've just been working on it. I've been working with great producers and arrangers, and and co-writers, and we've really worked on something really special. And so I feel like the songs we're putting out on this album are better than everything that I've done before. But who knows? You know, y'all will be the judge. But right now, in the moment, I'm so into the new album, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it this summer.
Oh, wow. Well, we can't wait to hear it this summer. We are so proud of you, so inspired by you.
Thank you.
Continue blessings. Hoping that everything kind of settles down and that we can see you in August. But if not, we'll definitely be waiting for the live show here
Yes.
in Atlanta. Before I let you go, can you tell us just what is special about performing in Atlanta? You've been all over the world.
Oh.
What's special about Atlanta?
Well, we know Atlanta is Black Hollywood. We know Atlanta is just such a soulful, beautiful place. It's just so much of our culture is centered there that it's always fun for us as artists and performers to come there, because we know y'all love music, but y'all also are a discerning audience too, because you've seen a lot of the best in the world come from Atlanta and come through Atlanta to work. So we know if we do a good job in Atlanta, we can do it anywhere.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up. Well, again, continue blessings to you. Blessings to
Thank
your
you.
wife and your beautiful children. Looking forward to the new album. Do you have an official release date for the summer yet?
I have an official Zoom call with my label to figure out the date. I think it's next week. So we're trying to finish it because I haven't mixed all the tracks yet. We're just waiting to get everything done. It's a little harder to finish it remotely because we can't all be in the same room anymore. So we have a little bit of editing work, a little bit of mixing work to do, and we'll get it done. And we're going to put it out early summer, but I got to talk to the label to get the exact date and figure it out.
All right. Well, that's what's up. We'll be looking out for it. Again, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We know that you got a lot of things going on, not only with your music and the voice and the family,
Yes.
but we always appreciate your time, and you always have the support of the ATL.
Thank you. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great afternoon.
Take care.
All right. Thanks for joining us. And we will keep this live up for the next 24 hours. So if you came in on the back end, you can go ahead and watch it over again. And again, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Maria Moore. You can follow me at Maria Moore. That's MariaMore. And be sure to follow us at magicatl.com. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your afternoon with us. Be safe and be blessed.